What's up guys, Josh Luck here, and in today's video I'm going to go over 10 potential ways that your store can be banned on Etsy. And if you're an Etsy seller and your store isn't currently banned, I would still recommend watching this video just so you can know how to avoid any potential pitfalls. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so the first reason your store could be banned is because you missed a warning email. And if you're like me, I set up an email specifically for my Etsy shop, but I hardly ever look at it. It's simply just to route emails for that shop in a certain direction. So if we'll jump in here, I can actually show you my Etsy Gmail. And as you can see, I've just got hundreds of emails, and as you can see, 44 are unopened, just because Etsy sends you a lot of emails if you're making sales. So I just created this email. So what I would recommend if you're in the same boat as me, once a week, and I'm going to start doing this as well, once a week, opening this email, making sure nothing comes in, because if you breach terms of service, Etsy will actually send you a warning email. So just make sure you're checking it every now and then so you don't miss anything. Alright, so the second reason your store could be banned on Etsy is bad customer service. And this may seem obvious, but it's very important in a customer service-based industry like Etsy to always make sure your customers are happy. That way they leave good reviews, they come back to your store, and your store looks good in the eyes of Etsy and doesn't get banned. Well, where people run into problems is when they have poor shipping times, they have bad quality products, they lie about some of their listings, and customers are upset when they get their product, and so they could leave 1-star review or open a complaint. When a lot of this happens at once, Etsy will flag your store and delete it. So you want to be careful to always be kind to your customers and make sure you're giving them quality products. Now, I know there's certain situations, maybe in the busy season like the holidays, that you can get backed up and people get complaints that your products don't get there before Christmas or that there's late shipping. What I would do in that situation so you avoid 1-star reviews or a lot of customer complaints is put your store on vacation mode. If you get really backed up, just put it on vacation mode, get caught up, and then move forward. Because it's not your fault that you're busy. But you want to make sure you're cautious about your customer service in those certain situations. And then the third thing is not paying your bill. This is another obvious reason, but Etsy, if you don't pay your bill, they will shut your store down. You're basically stealing from them, and they want to make sure they get what is due to them. And recently, Etsy, I don't know if it's required, but they have a feature where you can actually use the money you make from your listings and use that to pay your bill. Like mine, my money automatically comes in, and then any money I make, they'll take out what's due to them, and then I'll get the remaining. So it makes it super easy, and I can make sure I'm always on top of things. And if there's a month where I don't make any sales, I have a card on file, so it automatically takes that out of my card. So just make sure you have automatic deposit so you can always make sure your bill is paid. Alright, so the fourth thing, we're actually going to jump in here to Etsy, and they have something called House Rules. It's basically their platform that they have all the rules, what's allowed and what's not allowed on Etsy. So we're going to jump in here to the House Rules, and I will show you some prohibited items. If you have prohibited items in your store, that's a one-way ticket to get your store banned. So I want to jump in here and show you what exactly is allowed and what's not allowed. So there's going to be some obvious things like alcohol, human remains, pornography, so stuff like that. I don't really want to say all these because YouTube may flag me, but a lot of this is not allowed, and some of them are pretty obvious. But if you're curious about whether something is allowed or not, like under animal products and humans remains, if you go down here, maybe you sell leather and you're like, well, that's kind of an animal remain, but I wonder if I can sell it. As you can see, you can sell leather. So if you're on the fence and something you sell may be flagged, you can actually come in here and see what's allowed. So under alcohol, you can sell brewing kits, you can sell baked goods containing alcohol. You want to make sure you adhere to all the rules behind food, selling food online, because I know there's a lot, not just for Etsy, but just for health and safety in general. So this, I will link it in the description below. It's the prohibited policies, or prohibited item policy. So if you have any questions, just go in here and see if your particular product is allowed. I'm getting tongue twisted. Alright, and the fifth reason you may get banned, and a lot of people may not know this, but it's if you sell products that you did not hand make or someone else produced and you're reselling them. Etsy is a platform for craft goods and things people make themselves. So let's say like Shopify, a lot of people drop ship from like AliExpress. You're not allowed to do that on Etsy, and that will get you banned. So that's something a lot of people don't know about, but it's good to consider. So you want to make sure everything is either you're either handmade or you worked with someone to create it. So it's a custom product and not something you just bought from another store and you're reselling. Definitely do not resell on Etsy, you will get banned. All right, I'm losing count, but I think I'm on number 6. Number 6 is having 2 shops on the same IP address. So let's say you either run 2 shops or you have a roommate who runs a shop. If one of those shops get banned, your other shop on that same IP address will most likely get banned too. And you can make a case and contact Etsy saying, hey, it's not even related, and maybe you can get it back. But you want to be careful that you don't have too many shops on the same IP address, because if one gets banned, they'll all get banned. So I know it's not fair, but it's just the way Etsy runs it. So you want to make sure that if you have multiple stores, every single one is compliant, which I mean goes without saying. It's common sense. You want to have compliant stores. All right, so number 7 is fee avoidance, and I run into this a lot with freelancing platforms. If you have a customer on Etsy and they contact you directly, you're not allowed to redirect them to your website or another platform saying like, hey, you'll get it like 10% off if you get it somewhere else. This is known as fee avoidance, and basically if Etsy brings a customer to you, they want their fair share. So you want to make sure if a customer contacts you, you make the sell on Etsy. That way there's no shady business going under the rug and your store can remain open. All right, number 8, misrepresentation of your location. So if you are in Canada and you're advertising that you ship from the United States, same like USA made or whatever like that, that's misrepresentation of where your product is coming from, and you can get banned. So you want to make sure if you're shipping from America, say you're shipping from America. If you're shipping from somewhere else, say you're shipping from that place. So be honest about where your products are coming from. And number 9, we're almost done. Not listing that you have a partner product. I'm actually going to jump in here to Etsy here in a second and show you where to do that. But if you have a product that you worked with a production partner to create, you want to make sure that's known. So let's say you let's say you're making t-shirts and you designed the t-shirt but someone else created it, like someone else printed it. You want to make sure you have the person who printed it on your Etsy listing. So let's jump in here to Etsy and I'll show you where to put that in. Alright, so we're in our Etsy dashboard, and if you go over to listings, you can pull up all of your listings and actually go in. We are going to click this little settings icon, go down to edit, and you can pull up the listing information. If you go down to the very bottom, right around here, it says production partners. I created this myself, so I don't have a production partner on this listing, but you can just add new partner, put where they're from, the name, about, and then maybe tag them or whatever. But if you work with someone else to create your product, you want to have that information in there so you don't get banned. Alright, so the 10th and final reason your store can get banned, I shouldn't even need to say it, it's common sense, but don't discriminate against people and not let someone buy something because the color of their skin, what religion they are, anything discriminatory. Don't discriminate against people. Come on, it's just common sense. But every day there's stores that get banned because they do it, so just be smart about it. Don't do it. And then that's about it. There's a whole bunch more, but I'll tag the house rules under the description of this video so you can check them out for yourself. If you like this video, leave it a thumbs up and then subscribe for more videos. I post twice a week, so I would love to have you along for the ride. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.